Not all addictions are created equal. Some cost a lot of money, some cost a lot of time, and some cost both. Which ones cost a lot? Let's get right into it. As someone who has like 1,000 addictions, I understand that a lot of them cost money and a lot of them cost my time, brain power, and honestly, my fucking soul. So let's talk about it. Starting off with being addicted to having friends, being addicted to feeling accepted in a social circle. This is a picture of a frat. I think that perfectly aligns with that. You know, you're addicted to feeling like you belong in a group. This takes a lot of your money and or time. I don't even have to think about it. Your brain can only tackle so many obstacles at once. It can only think about so many things at once. And you can only do so many things at once. If all you're thinking about and all you're trying to do is when you wake up, how am I going to get invited to the function? How am I going to get some pussy tonight? How am I going to impress the homies? And how am I going to make the most friends that I possibly can? That is just, you have to be under the age of 20, maybe 21. I'm 22. And personally, I grew out of that phase after the age of 15. Once high school hit, I don't care about none of y'all. Personally, from my experience with having friends, a lot of them didn't really grow out of this to this day. Some of them are still in college, just partying their ass off, being addicted to the party, being addicted to having friends, being addicted to the function. That's what this is right here. Takes a lot of your money and or time, mostly your time, because most of the kids who are involved in this have daddy's money. Because how are you just paying for drinks and drinks and drinks, throwing parties, have cars, yet you don't have a job? So good luck with that one. Good luck going far past the age of 25. Moving on, it costs money, and more than anything, it costs time. Costs a lot of time, all your time. You do not want to give all your time to that. Moving on to video game addiction. Low-key not expensive, but video game addiction is not free. As you obviously have to buy the console and buy the games, but once you buy a console or a PC, you never really have to buy another one. Obviously, you have to upgrade your PC because that's how things work. But if you buy a PS5, you're not going to have to upgrade until the PS6 in another 5 days. So it's what it feels like. But let's be real, video games aren't that expensive. Yes, they take a lot of time. All right, fine. We'll put video games here in yellow. It takes a little bit of money and or time. Okay? It costs a little bit to get the console. It costs a little bit to get the new games as they keep coming out. It definitely costs some time to play the new games and to max level or max prestige on COD. Could you be doing a lot of better things, or could you be doing something more beneficial with your time or money? Absolutely. You could be investing it, and you could be spending your time perfecting your craft or whatever you do. Moving on to social media doom scrolling addiction. This is a picture of TikTok. I know a lot of you struggle with this. I know I struggle with this when it comes to Instagram Reels sometimes. Sometimes I have to literally snap my girlfriend out of her phase. I have to snap her out of the TikTok trance that she gets. Baby, look at this video. Baby, can we just talk? Awful addiction. While it is free, I think something that is more expensive than money is time. I think time costs a whole lot more than money. Time is money, as they say. And if you're spending all your time sitting there doom scrolling, you're not making money. I'll tell you that. And you're not making memories. You're actually just watching other people's memories or lives. That is such a fucking waste of time. I think that this costs your soul! I hate being stuck on my phone. I hate doom scrolling. You feel empty after it. It takes your fucking soul. Stop it. Get some help. Moving on to caffeine addiction. Now, caffeine isn't very expensive and it doesn't really take much time. All you gotta do is press a button on the Keurig and it pours into your cup. I don't know what else to tell you about caffeine. And honestly, caffeine's pretty cool because if you text your work group chat, hey, does anybody want an energy drink? You just made like 15 new friends. and now you're the GOAT at work. Plus, yes, coffee can be a little expensive, but just buy in bulk. Go to Costco and buy a fucking giant pack of Starbucks Keurigs, and you'll be fine. All right, it's not that expensive. It's not that time consuming. Now, I guess if your caffeine addiction got so bad to the point where it started affecting day-to-day tasks, it could be a little different of a conversation, but grow up, do a drug. Moving on to porn addiction, OnlyFans addiction, jerking off addiction, right? Jerking off to sexual content online, absolutely just not a great addiction to have. I'm going to go ahead and put this dead smack in the middle. Now, obviously, if you checked out OnlyFans and you are subscribed to like 100 different girls, you just sold your soul. But if you just beat your meat once a day and you go on Pornhub and beat to the free, low-key not expensive and it's low-key not that time consuming. Hey, look, I'm trying to be fair here. I understand we're talking about addictions, but even if you do it once a day, we'll put a dead smack in the middle. I think jerking off gets a little too much hate. Maybe I just like to jerk off. But I mean, sometimes it's nice. Sometimes you want to jerk off. Am I going to hell for that? No? All right, bet. Well, shit. Stop hating on it. Obviously, you could be spending your money on better things. Don't spend your money on this, but it does take up your time. And if it starts taking up brain power, that starts taking up a lot more time. Now, that is where an addiction comes in. And I guess we are talking about addictions. So we're going to go ahead and put it takes a little bit of money and or time, as if you're at school thinking about video games, it's taking up your fucking brain power. If you're at school thinking about fucking porn, thinking about Addison Rae, yeah, you're taking up your own time there. So we'll go ahead and put these here in the yellow. Porn addiction and video game addiction end up and takes a little bit of money and or time. Caffeine addiction ends up in low-key not expensive but not free. Being addicted to the friends and functions and being socially accepted, it takes a lot of your money and your time. And being addicted to social media, doom scrolling, costs your fucking soul. Moving on to being addicted to bodybuilding, addicted to the gym. Honestly, this takes a lot of your money and or time. There's no easy way to say this. I've been addicted to bodybuilding at one point in my life. Do I still go to the gym as often as I used to? Absolutely not. Am I addicted to the gym? Absolutely not. Am I addicted to eating and looking at myself in the mirror anymore? Absolutely not. Should I be? Maybe instead of drinking. Yeah, of course. Anybody should be addicted to the gym instead of drinking alcohol, but that's not where I'm at. But that's not the point. The point is, does being addicted to lifting take a lot of your money and your time? And my point in saying all that is that I have knowledge in this subject of addiction. I have experience with this addiction. It was honestly my first addiction when I was 15 to 18. It was what I wanted to do. It was all I thought about. It was all I cared about was building a fucking physique. And honestly, it took a lot of my money and a lot of my time. Protein, the number one source of muscle that you're going to get, the number one source of nutrition benefits that you're going to receive are from protein when you're building muscle. Hate to say it, but protein's expensive. Meat, chicken, steaks, everything, it's expensive. It's all expensive. Obviously, eggs are a little cheaper, but do you want to just eat 8 eggs every day? Probably not. You want to eat a few in the morning and eat a steak at night. That's where it gets expensive. Protein is expensive. Protein powder, creatine, pre-workout, food, more food, more food, more food, more food. The gym was never hard. All right? The gym never took much of my time. I'd be there for 45 minutes to an hour. But what took all my time is shopping at the store, counting calories, making sure I'm eating the right things, prepping food, eating, and eating. I hate eating. I'm a hard gainer. This took so much of my brain power, time, and effort to gain muscle. Moving on to benzodiazepines. Well, okay. Drug addiction. I have another channel based on drug prevention, where I talk about drugs and my experience and all of the horrible consequences that drug addiction has brought to my life. Now, I understand all addictions have horrible experiences, and that's what these videos are for, is to bring light to all of these addictions and the consequences that they serve. But I'm a professional drug addict. Okay? That's my experience. This costs your soul. I have a relationship with drugs that I will never be able to break, ever. All because I did it from the age of 15 till now. I would strongly encourage anybody who is starting to use illegal substances or do drugs to really do their research, to really learn about other people who have gone down that path and where they ended up, as a lot of them end up in the same place: homeless, dead, broke, and an addict. So, personally, it's something I still struggle with, as I'm currently drinking beer, and it's 2:57 p.m. and I'm on my third one. Cheers to that. Which, don't drink alcohol or do drugs. They're awful. They cost your soul. All right, I'm done talking. If you want to hear about my drug experience, go to my other channel, MERBY, Merby. It'll be in the description below. I have a lot of experience with this one. It costs your soul. And it's ongoing with me. It's still costing a lot of my brain power, time, and money. It's been years. Years! Years. Don't do drugs, guys. Moving on to steroid or SARM addiction. Performance-enhancing drug addiction, PEDs. Takes a lot of money and or time. I don't think they're the most expensive things in the world. I don't think they're the cheapest things in the world, but they could probably get pretty expensive as you up your doses and as you continue to do them for the rest of your life. As when you get addicted to SARMs, or honestly, when you just start doing SARMs or steroids, your body adapts to that. And now when you come off of it, you feel like shit, you look like shit, your strength is shit, your muscles are shit, everything is shit, unless you go back on it. Now that causes addiction, and that causes a horrible, horrific cycle of coming off cycle, coming on cycle. I'm on cycle right now. Well, I can tell you look great. I'm off cycle right now. I can tell you look like shit. Honestly, that takes your soul. This is your life now. You will now wake up every single day and think how you feel based on if you're on the drugs or not. You will now wake up every day and go to the gym and decide, should I do more? Should I do less? What's this? What's just, wow. Being addicted to this, pretty much in line with drug addiction. I mean, dude, it takes up your whole life, takes up a lot of money, takes up a lot of your time. And honestly, I would say it costs your soul, as your organs might grow too big and you'll drop dead by age 25. Stay away from performance-enhancing drugs. Moving on to music addiction, playing music, listening to music, just being excited to hear the next sound of lyrical genius. Music addiction is the big free. All you have to do is go on YouTube, and yes, I understand you need a Wi-Fi, but you can go to McDonald's, connect to fucking Wi-Fi, and if you don't have a phone or a computer, you can go to the library, ask for a free membership, and say, hey, can I fucking use your computer? And now you can listen to music. It costs nothing other than your attention and 3 minutes of your time. I would say that's borderline free. 3 minutes of my time just to hear something great. I would say that balances it out. Yeah, it costed 3 minutes of my time, but I got something in return that's pretty much free. Music is great. Obviously, unless you fucking sit there listening to music all day, but I think everybody should be addicted to music, as music is a way to release the soul that words cannot express. Moving on to, this is personal work, personal goals, addiction, grinding, grinding, building a business, grinding, building a YouTube channel, grinding stocks, or being addicted to your own financial struggle, but not with a W-2 or employed job, right? You're trying to start your own shit. Now, being addicted to this has benefits. 1, you're probably not lazy. 2, you have motivation. 3, you expect a lot from yourself as you want to earn what you're working for, as you think you deserve it. And 4, you might escape the matrix with this addiction. But if it starts taking away from family, friends, or any other relationship in your life, or any other personal time that you may need, such as cleaning the house, doing laundry, walking your dog, playing with your cat, things of that nature, seeing your kids, then that starts to cost a lot more than you would ever want it to. And it starts to outweigh what it's worth, you know? So we're going to go ahead and throw it in the middle, as it's not too expensive, you know, depending on what you want to start. If you want to start a business, it might be a little more expensive. But if you want to start a YouTube channel, it's pretty cheap, as you probably just need a laptop or a phone even nowadays. You don't even need a PC. You don't even need a PC, because you can just get AI to make your videos for you. Yeah, guys. Good job, everyone, on YouTube Shorts. Sorry, I had to let that one out. Dead smack in the middle. Moving on to alcohol addiction. This costs a lot. All right. It takes a lot of your money and or time. Alcohol addiction. Alcohol is not the most expensive thing in the world. That's honestly the only reason it doesn't say cost your soul. But in terms of addiction, it's very addictive. And in terms of health, it's very damaging towards your health. And in terms of, man, we put it up here. I'm so tired of being nice on alcohol just because I like to drink. Who doesn't like to drink? But let's stop lying to ourselves. Alcohol is not good for you. It's not beneficial for you. It costs time that you could be doing something way more beneficial towards you. You could be at the gym bettering your health and physical health when you're at home drinking a beer. I think that's part of your soul that you're losing there. Comes at a cost when you get drunk. I'm going to go ahead and get drunk tonight. Moving on to a new one in this category as well. Addicted to attention. You're just a fucking attention whore. It's not too expensive and it's not too cheap. It doesn't really cost much to dig attention, but it does definitely cost a lot of your time and a lot of your effort. Moving on. Sorry that you feel you need that much attention. Moving on to W-2 or employed work addiction. You're addicted to picking up shifts. You're addicted to working 60 hours a week. You're addicted to it. You can't stop. This takes a lot of your time, but it doesn't take a lot of your money. It actually adds to your money. So we're going to go ahead and put it in the middle. It's not too cheap though, as it takes mental capacity from you. It takes every single ounce of happiness that you have, as every single day that I work my W-2, I want to jump out of my window head first. I hate working my W-2 job. It sucks. It takes a lot out of you. You come home and you don't even want to work towards your personal goals anymore, as you're dead fucking tired. It takes a lot of your time, but takes no money, so we're going to go and smack it dead in the middle. Moving on to food addiction. Luckily, I've never been addicted to this. I've watched my 600-pound life, and I feel for them. This definitely takes a lot of your money and or time, especially in the big 2026. Food is not cheap. You go to McDonald's and you're dropping $20 or more just for yourself. At least I am. When I go with my girlfriend, I drop $30. Like, dude, we're driving through McDonald's and I'm dropping $30. That's more than I make an hour. About what I make an hour. That was an hour of work just to eat a fucking meal. Isn't that pretty fucking wild? But when ranking the addiction of food addiction, in terms of how much it costs, money, a good amount, depending how much you eat. If you're on my 600-pound life, you're probably spending fucking $1,000 a week on just lunch. And it takes a long time to eat a lot of food. It takes a long time to go on a diet. It takes a long time to go to the doctor because you have diabetes. It takes a long time to get your blood pressure checked because it just does. I'm going to go ahead and put food addiction right here. It's right where it belongs. I'm not moving it at all. Orange tier. Food addiction takes a lot of your money and or time. Moving on to sex addiction. Not jerking off addiction to porn or OnlyFans, but actually having physical, intimate sex. It's low-key not expensive. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me restate that. I'm throwing it here in the yellow, right with Pornhub, right with jerking off. Okay? Let me explain. Jerking off costs more money than it does time, as it doesn't take much effort to turn on a video, jerk off for 5 minutes, and move on with your day. But if you do that all the time, you could be looking forward to it, and that ends up taking time out of other things. Sex addiction costs no money, obviously, unless you're ordering hookers, but I would highly advise against that. It does cost a lot of your time. First of all, we're talking about getting somebody in your life that actually wants to have sex with you. First of all, there's probably been like 5 people in my lifetime that have ever just really wanted to have sex with me. And I'm going to even narrow it down to maybe 2. As the other 3 were just because we were in a relationship and it was kind of what was expected. But maybe that's just me hating on myself. But also, let's be real. Even if you get a date, now you have to put the effort in to make them like you. Now you have to put the effort in to get them back to your crib. And now you have to put the effort in on being smooth and making them feel sensual. And yeah, you like when I touch your leg like that, huh, baby? Sorry. You get the idea. It takes time to role play. It takes time to even get somebody at your crib. I'm going to go ahead and throw it here in the yellow. It takes a little bit of money and or time. You're going to probably have to pay for the date, and you're going to have to pay a few weeks, probably. But if you really like a girl and you're good at talking to girls, give it a couple weeks. That's what me and my friends used to say back in high school is, oh, dude, you're talking to Charlie? Yeah, she's not fucking with me right now, but just give it a couple weeks. Sure as shit, a few weeks later, y'all are dating. So, it takes time, but it does pay off. Okay, look, don't listen to me. I'm a horrible example. Real addiction to sex addiction is awful. All right? Thinking about jerking off in class is not a good way to live. Thinking about wanting to fuck your teacher while you're trying to listen to them tell you what 5 + 5 equals is not a good way to live. I'm going to go ahead and put them dead in the middle. Not too expensive. Not too cheap. I don't think it's fair ranking them right next to video game addiction. Jerking off and being addicted to sex now rank right in the middle. Not too expensive, but not too cheap either. As, yeah, they're kind of free in some aspects. They're not free when it comes to your time and your energy. Moving on to competition addiction. You're addicted to competing. You're addicted to playing sports like basketball or baseball. You're addicted to being in an organized sport. You're addicted to winning, even. There's a picture of Michael Jordan doing a nice, cool dunk here. This takes a lot of your money and or time. You have to practice to be good at your competition. You have to practice to be the best at what you do. So that way, when you do compete, you actually have a chance to win. And even the time competing takes time. The money for the shoes, the clothes, the Gatorades, the fucking courses of coaches, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, researching how the best have become the best. You get the idea. To be the best at a sport or something that you do like competition takes a lot of money and or time. Moving on to being addicted to adrenaline, such as skydiving or bungee jumping. I think it takes a little bit of money, of course, right? These things aren't free. But it might take your entire life, as you might die. What if your shoe doesn't pull? Well, now you have the rest of your life to think about, damn, I shouldn't have done this. It's going to rank here next to video games, but I'm only ranking it not next to caffeine, where it's not expensive, because it might cost your life if you're unlucky. But other than that, it's not really expensive either way. It takes a few hours of your day. And yeah, all right. Moving on to maxing addiction. You're addicted to just being a fucking pussy. I hate to break it to you. You're just addicted to bettering yourself. You're addicted to, I need to take the red pill. When you wake up, all you think about is, what can I do to max right now? How can I aura max? How can I body max? How can I jaw max? You're mewing while you're also squinting so it helps your vision, while you're also taking a cold shower. Like, at that point, that you just sold your soul, bro. Like, you're trying to be something that you're not. I think that's what maxing is. You're trying to change yourself to be something better. You are already great the way you are. And if you don't think so, be something that you find amazing. Not that a YouTube guru thinks that you should be doing to max out your aura. Moving on to thieving. Being addicted to stealing. You're addicted to the fucking goonery of stealing. And honestly, this takes a lot of your money and or time. It doesn't take much of your money, but it's up here because it takes all of your time. If you're going to be good at stealing, you have to plot. That takes all your time. And if you get caught stealing, you probably are now spending most of your time behind bars. So, moving on to addicted to lying. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and put it here, and it takes a lot of your money and your time. Obviously, it's free to lie. But how much time does it take to think of those fucking lies, you little scumbag? You really took all the time to think of those lies? You're a fucking scumbag. Moving on to being a hater. You're addicted to being a fucking pussy-ass, loser, hater bitch. You look like this. You're addicted to hating on my YouTube comments. You look like this. This costs your soul. What benefits does hating give you? What? What does it give you other than take away from who you are as a human being? It's costing your soul. It's costing your happiness. It's costing your time. It's costing your energy. And all you get out of it is feeling more like shit. Not worth it at all. Moving on to love addiction. You're addicted to love. Now, this is a little different than an attention addiction. You're addicted to just being in love. You're addicted to having somebody who loves you. You're addicted to feeling loved. Or you're addicted to giving love and spreading love. This is low-key not expensive, but it's not free. It does take time to love somebody, as to love somebody is to learn somebody. Moving on to buying things that you don't fucking need. Being addicted to spending your money. Opposite of expensive, or opposite of free. It takes a lot of your money and or time. You're always looking for the next iPhone. You're looking for the next pair of shoes that came out. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Moving on to being addicted to procrastination. You're addicted to saying later. You're addicted to talking about what you're going to do, and you never do it. This costs your soul. Honestly, I will put it here. It costs a lot of your time, and honestly, probably a lot of your money, as time is money. You spent no time making money, and you spent all the time thinking about how you're going to make that money. I'm going to actually go ahead and throw it in. It costs your soul. You're a fucking loser. Act, don't think. Moving on to gambling addiction. This takes a lot of your time and a lot of your money. I have firsthand experience with this, as my brother was a few-year hardcore gambling addict where he gambled thousands and thousands of dollars, his savings. It was bad. It was sad. It was dark. It was terrifying to watch. Sad to see. It's still sad to hear him talk about it, as he still thinks about it years later. Gambling addiction is no joke. It takes a lot of your money and or time. I don't know what that is. Moving on to being addicted to laziness. You're addicted to being a fucking loser. This is the big free. I'm just kidding. This costs your soul. You're not making any money and you're just sitting there living in your mom's basement. Being addicted to your phone, your cellular device. This isn't straight up doom scrolling, but even things like Reddit. You're addicted to things like the App Store. You can't stop playing games on your phone. You're addicted to just your screen, all right? It's not too expensive, but it's not too cheap either. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and throw it here, and it takes a lot of your money and or time. I mean, this picture literally shows chains of this hand on the phone. If you can't even put your phone down, how long have you been on it? You know, I bet a lot of you would really be surprised to learn that you have an addiction to your phone. If you checked your screen time and saw 7 hours a day, I would classify that as an addiction. I've seen a lot of my friends pull out their screen time, and it says that. So, moving on to movie watching addiction. You're addicted to movies, television, media in terms of television. Honestly, it takes a little bit of money. You got to pay for Netflix. A lot of movies are free on Prime anyways, but obviously it takes some time, but what's a couple hours? But if you're addicted to it and you're just watching movies all day, obviously that's not great for your time, but at least you're consuming art like you are with video games. At least you're consuming something that's low-key, kind of beneficial for the soul, if you ask me. I love movies. I love video games. I think they're forms of art that people created, and I like them a lot. Wow, is this really my list? Holy fucking shit, we did it! Do you guys agree? Let me know down in the comments below if you agree or not and why. Which addictions have costed you a lot of money? Which addictions have costed you a lot of time? I love you guys so fucking much. I'm addicted to you. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment. It lets me know that you enjoyed, and it lets YouTube know that you enjoyed. Helps me out and this channel out a lot. Thank you. Have a good day, night, whenever you caught it. And I hope to catch you in the next video. Peace. If you like, go to your favorite! Hand on me, bitch, you stupid. Hey, modern. Bitch, I'm on some new shit. Bitch, I'm young, rock. Bitch, I'm booming. It's gonna be Gucci, Louis, Prada.